Hi, I'm Becky.
Hi, I'm Josh,
Hi, I'm Lucy.
Hi, I'm Zach.
Hi, I'm also Lucy.
and we're all primary education students. This is Ed. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about our personal experience at Lincoln Bishop and answering a few questions that should hopefully give you an insight into what it's like to study primary education with a route to qualified teacher status.
What was it like working with children for the first time?
It's overwhelming the first time. My first time was here on placement, so it was less experience than others. Knowing that you can have that positive impact on those children, it gives you the opportunity to just be yourself and know that they want to listen to you.
Yeah. Oh, it was amazing. I remember my first work experience and it was just so lovely. They were so welcoming. They're very honest, and they just keep you humble, and they're just so lovely to work with. And it's lovely to educate them as well, if that makes sense. Like seeing that moment of spark where they really understood something from my instruction was just so lovely.
I had a little experience beforehand, but it was mainly when I came here on placement that it opened up to me, and it was incredible just being in the classroom, in the setting live, and just experiencing that and being a part of like this wider culture it was lovely.
Throughout work experience, placements, just school visits, it's all built up the knowledge and skills that I have now, and it's sort of showed me that this is a career I really want to go down just from those like lots of experiences.
Yes. I think it's just so lovely and amazing getting to like learn about all these lovely children, getting to know them so well and their personalities, what they're like, and it's really nice just being able to teach them and help them grow.
And they're really funny as well. Like there's never a moment in a school that I've been in where I haven't laughed my head off. Like it's just so good.
You can't plan for everything to
Yeah.
happen,
No.
so that's the best part about it.
Yeah, every day is different.
What's the best thing you've learned in terms of classroom management? Oh, it's a good question.
I always think it's best just to like get to know the children first, know what works for them, because you can't use one formula for every class. It doesn't work like that. Different children respond to different things.
Yeah, I was gonna say about positive relationships as well, performing them with every child and getting to know their personality, what works with them, like you said. And then I feel like the behaviour management follows through with that, and that comes alongside forming those bonds.
And I think it's like trying to nail that down straight away as well. As soon as you're in the classroom environment, that first experience, get to know the children. Yeah, be there.
The first thing I was going to say, like
First impression.
learning their names, I think is so important because it's really hard to manage behaviour and set boundaries for specific children if you don't know their name.
Yeah, and when they know that you care enough to make that effort with them, then they will want
and
to. They'll want to please you, and they'll want to kind of
Yeah.
impress you with what they can do.
Yeah. I think also something I really struggled with on my first placement was I didn't feel like I could say no, and I felt a little bit like boundaries were hard for me to put in place because I didn't want them to not like me. But actually, if you put boundaries in place, they really respect you and they respect that, and it's that two-way communication which is very important. And like that's a target as well that a lot of us have set for ourselves on the last placement and this placement, always get to know the children, and it's something that's going to follow through with us when we go into different schools, when we start different jobs.
It's the first priority.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
It's not just for behaviour, it's for all aspects of school, getting to know people. It's really important.
Says, what do you enjoy about Lincoln Bishop University? I would say that the whole environment that's sort of supporting us through the journey, like obviously the people that are on our course supporting us through that. You've got the support from the lecturers, the hub. There's so many people here that are here if you need anything. There's so many facilities and opportunities to get involved as well in wider societies and different clubs. And so it's that overall experience for me.
And I think because it's not a big university, everybody kind of knows each other on the course, and
It's a good community.
and the lecturers always try to get to know you, and they'll have chats with you, not just about the stuff that we're learning, but
Just to walk past them.
there's always a nice greeting from somebody, and it's a nice community.
I think one thing that really supported me that I think hearing from my friends at other unis is the learning support here for assignments. We get so much support with that, and I found it so helpful for the improvement of my academic writing. It's just been amazing.
I was going to say the environment here is just really collaborative. Everyone wants to work together. Everyone's really supportive of each other, which is nice because it's just like a close-knit, small campus, which is really lovely.
And I think like within our sessions, that community is actually expressed because it's not just sitting in a lecture. We get to be a bit more hands-on, a bit more practical, and we are there learning with everyone else around us. We're collaborating, especially with like peers and also with the lecturer themselves. It's lovely.
The lecturers are just so fun as well. They're just so much fun to just learn from. It's just so good.
They have so much experience as well. So what we're getting from them, we know that they can relate to us and we can relate to them.
It's about knowing they are approachable as well. You can always approach them. You know them so well, and you can have that really nice bond with them.
Okay, highlight of the course so far. I think the trip to Great Yarmouth, getting that hands-on experience, working with children who have EAL and SEND, it was just really lovely.
I was going to say the same. The trips that we've been on, the opportunity has been incredible to see different ways that schools work around the country. It's just been so wonderful, and to make connections with other companies like museums and the Houses of Parliament. Yeah, it's just been incredible.
And having those opportunities to see how you can incorporate trips and things like that with the children, and learning not just what's in the classroom but everything else, and also the practical elements of our sessions. We get to see it from the perspective of a child, and kind of we act like the children in a session, so that we know how we can plan for them.
Yeah, and learning through doing as well, whether it's like a PE practical session or it's making something. Again, we're taking that child perspective and we're seeing, well, what's going to work in the classroom. So we're thinking already of strategies we can use and learning while we're at uni.
And it's like that practicality isn't just in like PE sessions, we also have it in art sessions. We do drawing. I really especially like the drawing sessions that we do in art, and it's just so much fun. Of all of them, you can, there's not one single highlight because it's new every week. So
An inspirational figure from your primary school years. That's a good one. I think I had one really good primary school teacher who, like we said earlier, always gets to know you. And I think that was really beneficial, because any learning that we did should always try and adapt it to what we were interested in, and it made it really fun. I remember one lesson in particular, we learned about Victorians, and we all got dressed up and we had the tables all moved around, and it was really fun, and it stuck with me all this time, really.
I think my year 3 teacher, he would always highlight things you did well, and he'd never make you feel bad for anything that you weren't so confident on. And if you couldn't get anything, he'd try every tactic, any way to make you understand it, which was really lovely.
One teacher, he was my year 6 teacher, and he's just the best teacher I think I've ever had across primary and secondary. He was amazing. For the Harvest Festival performance we had, he got a famous pop song and changed the lyrics to different Harvest Festival things, and it was just perfect for us because it was something we were interested in. We'd all heard that it's a Justin Bieber one, so we'd all heard it, and it was the new lyric. And now when I listen to the song, all I think about are those lyrics. So it was just so fun and really engaging. And I actually learned more about what Harvest Festival is about through that. So it was the perfect explanation.
I could name so many teachers.
Yeah.
But I think I'll go with my year 3 teacher, who was the only male teacher in my school, and having the opportunity to see that the teacher could be male, and he did all the extracurricular stuff. It was incredible to have that as well, and have someone to look up to, a role model in the school that's part of the reason why I wanted to be a teacher.
That's similar to something I was going to say about extracurriculum as well, because one of the teachers from my primary school would provide lots of trips and opportunities to compete against other schools and represent the school at sport. And that really inspired me even through to now. Sport is something I'm really passionate about. From these early experiences, and just having someone that has motivated you and given you the confidence to try maybe something new or a new sport you've not done before, but providing those opportunities have really stuck with me.
It's you notice those teachers that kind of put in that extra effort that they don't really need to do, but they do it because they want to.
What initially interested you about primary education and this route of study?
Yeah, I was going to say, I obviously started working at swimming pool, and I did swim lessons, and all my teachers, all the main teachers were saying, oh, if you want to work in childcare and stuff, look at going to this university.
It's very well known. Yeah, it is. It's got good name.
especially in this industry.
And in the local community as well.
Yeah.
Everyone kind of stays local from here as well.
And that's nice to have that community with, like, that you've built.
And we can come back here and we know we can see the lecturers.
I've seen some of my primary school teachers here just come into the
Yeah,
refectory and
just for
things
the
like
cafe.
that.
That'll be
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I remember when I was picking my further education after GCSE, and my friend mentioned childcare, and I thought, oh, that'd be something I'm really interested in. Found actually this uni online, and I thought that would be amazing. It's perfect. It's 3 years. I can get my degree and I can qualify, and it was just lovely.
I think that 3 years, it sounds like a lot to people, but when you think you're on placement for big chunks of the year, you're not at uni so much, and it really does go quickly.
It does, yeah.
I think, but
Yeah.
Really does.
yeah, and I think for me, having that chance to work in a job that's really collaborative and you get to meet people all the time, it's something that I was really interested in, and it was just that primary school experience I had kind of made me go down the teaching route, and this course just seemed perfect for it.
Yeah.
While I was at college, there was a club fund. It was done by the university at my college. I had then had the experience to go into a primary school for the first time and observe and teach, and that fully changed my what I wanted to do. It changed like my goal, my thought process, and I've not looked back since. I wanted to be a primary school teacher since that moment I was in that classroom.
Oh, there's a lot of people that have recommended this route into study that are already in the profession.
Yeah.
So it was through work experience and placements. And I thought, oh, it's something I definitely need to look into. It's that 3-year course. It provides you with the end outcome of then the possibility of going into the profession. It was the perfect route for me, and it's something that they recommended as well.
Yeah, and I think some of those teachers that I kind of looked up to as role models, they having spoken to them since leaving primary school, this was kind of the route that they took at the university.
Yeah, that's what I did. When I was looking into teaching, I emailed that same year 6 teacher who's now a head teacher, and I said, when you're looking to hire, what would be the best way? And he said primary education with QTS because it gives you the most experience.
What's your advice to anyone who is interested in primary education with QTS?
I would say it's really important trying to have some sort of work experience working with children to make sure you actually enjoy it before coming onto the course, obviously.
Definitely. I was going to say the same thing.
Yeah.
Honestly, that work experience that I did, I think I was in year 12, so I wasn't even considering uni yet, but it really solidified my plans. And if it's not for you, then you know, and you found out before you've applied. So
Yeah, and I think if you just talk to people that maybe you know that have done a similar thing, or you know you want to work with people, then I think just go for it. If it's something you're really interested in, just do it. I don't think anyone will regret it, really. I've certainly not regretted it. And I didn't have experience really before I came here, so
And I'd say as well, look at what's important to you when you're looking at applying to unis to do teaching. Is it the size of the cohort? Is it the facilities that are on offer? And look at all those things, and that will really help you decide what uni will work best for you and where will you thrive. And come out with a really good.
I mean, I visited this uni 4 times before I decided to apply, because I wanted to meet the lecturers and I wanted to meet the people and see the campus, and it was just, then I knew it was for me. Yeah.
And I think if it's like one of those things you're worried about confidence or anything like that, don't worry. My confidence has grown massively over this last year and a bit. And I think it's one of those things, you're working with people all the time, it's just naturally going to build up.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
You learn so much from being here, from where you start. And I think that just, having a look, even if it's not an open day, but having a look online and having a feel of, because I didn't do an open day, but I had a thorough look online at my options, and it was what it said that drew me here.
And it says your favourite memory from being on placement.
It's really good. Can I start?
Yeah.
On placement, I was given the opportunity to plan the entire sequence of history lessons for that half term, and that was like music to my ears, because it was I had that opportunity to show my passion to the kids and to see their enjoyment of it, and them asking questions and getting me to look further into things, having that interest in the same thing that I am interested in was it was incredible.
A full insight into planning a sequence as well.
Oh yes, I was able to see the whole process, and it wasn't just delivering a lesson. It was a case of, well, I need to look into all these different things, differentiation and planning
when it's something you're interested in, you know you'll do really well with it.
And you take all that experience into your first job as well. So now you can that subject lead. Can you apply that across different subjects as well? You've got more subject knowledge as well.
Absolutely.
My favourite memory is a lesson that didn't go very well. We did a maths lesson and we were outside with hoops, and they'd very quickly finished the activity, and I kind of realised I didn't plan enough, and then it went a little bit chaotic. Obviously we were on the playground, so you can imagine, but my teacher gave me some brilliant feedback, and I actually learned so much from that. Then all of the things that I did right, I now could plan that exact same lesson again, but I bet it would be 10 times more successful.
Great learning opportunity.
Yeah.
Reflection as well.
Yeah.
For me, it'd probably be the interactions with the children and seeing that impact that you have on them. There was one child that didn't seem very confident when I was first there. Obviously, they didn't know me and they didn't really feel like they could approach me. And then I was in an early years setting, so there was a lot of play and things like that. And there was one play activity I was getting involved with that captured his interest. And it was from that moment that from the next day, he would come up to me and he would approach me and get me involved. I saw his confidence grow then.
Being able to support the children's knowledge through a play-based curriculum and through those opportunities to interweave the learning aspect, and having those, watching those light bulb moments where you've taught something and the children have grasped it and they're able to apply it through play or whatever they're interested in. That was a really valuable experience that I'll take through.
I think during PE, it was just lovely because we were focusing on dance and all the children were all getting involved, all collaborating, all helping each other. And after every lesson, they all came out the PE hall with big smiles on their faces. It was lovely. Yeah.
It's when you can really see they're trying their best and they're having so much fun. It just makes everything, all the planning, everything so worth it, because you know it's for that reason. And it's just lovely to see.
They've got it right for those children.
Yeah.
It's nice way of saying it, yeah.
From all of us here and Ed, thank you for watching. Thank you. Bye.